I got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news, I am the bad news. And in this video, we hit the Team San Diego Bassheads February bass meet. So I've been going to these bass meets for a while. I'm not a part of the team, but it's just really fun to like hang out with other bassheads, check out some builds. It's always good to like soak up some knowledge, you know what I mean, from the people that have been around the block a couple more times than you have.
All these 90s, like kind of up bass.
Oh yeah. Learn from the folks that have like made the mistakes already. It's kind of a good way to check out some gear. How you like these?
I like them. I just got them all in.
Like I actually got to listen to my door speakers before I bought them because somebody else had them, so that can be a benefit. And then it's always just fun to get some demos, obviously. And I'll make sure I leave links in the description for all the cars that are featured in this video, or at least for everybody who has social media, so you can check out those builds on your own if you feel like it. And if you do check out those builds, make sure you tell them that DaBadNewz sent you. So the first build we're gonna look at is a 2002 Chevy Tahoe owned by Clay of Team Subsonic. He's got 4 Sundown XV315s in a 6th order box that was just recently finished for the last Bass Wars. The subs are being powered by 2 Taramps Smart 8s.
Oh, very nice.
So I'm gonna make it all pretty and but hey, I just want to get that playing.
Yeah, no, of course. I know exactly how that works.
And the whole system is supported by a Cmax bank.
So you do YouTube videos?
Yeah, it's all for YouTube.
He has 4 DS18 6.5s in the doors. I'm pretty sure they're the Pro XBM or what. I forget the exact little number, but you recognize these.
I just got them all in. I had tweeters in the doors, but I'm gonna move them up to the pillars. Yeah, I'm gonna put them right here.
And then he gave me a demo and he gave the homie Victor a demo, and demos were super windy, super loud. And he said he was gonna round over the corners so that he can get it even windier.
Yeah, I do roundovers on here, on the back port too, because the back port's where all the wind is coming from.
And I was tripping because this dude had 4 layers of, I think it was like 3/4 inch birch for the roof.
The first 2 layers are just to even it out so that I could put a full sheet.
So that thing was super solid. I don't check out like the gear and stuff like that everybody else checks out. Like, I mean, obviously I look at that stuff, but like I also look at like the nerdy behind the scenes parts of the build. Like, you know, how was the bracing set up? You know, I'm into weird like that. So yeah, 4 layers. That thing was solid, super solid.
You change that sticker out for 155.
After that, I was looking at this 90s Toyota pickup. He came all the way from Washington just to hit some of the events that were happening in the area. So big shout out to Donald. He had 4 Pride 6.5s for the doors in custom pods that were painted up to match all the other, you know, purple things that he had on the car. He had the purple NRG removable steering wheel hub, you know. I forget which sub he had. I want to say it was a Sundown 12 in a little box kind of behind the passenger. He said he had some billet wheels for it, and he showed me the pictures, and I mean, they look really nice, but like, to be completely honest, man, I was super digging the purple steelies, you know. Even though these are stock wheels, he cleaned them up and painted them, so they looked really clean. So after I was done checking out Don's 90s Toyota, a Scion XA pulled up. And obviously, you know, another Scion, I had to see what Scion was about, you know what I mean? He actually had a beast in there. I don't know, it's probably at least 8 cubes or something like that. Like, it was a big box. In that big box, you had a B2 audio, I think it was the Rampage, and I want to say it was a 15. It might have been an 18, but I think it was a 15. And powering that was a Salt 12.
I didn't even catch that part.
I used to get a sticker that says I like it.
Nowadays, I'm too cold for a girlfriend.
Not playing games at all. I didn't even catch what he had for mids and highs, but I know powering the mids and highs, he had a Crescendo Concerto C2000.4D, and then some Limitless Lithium to power up everything. While I was checking out my fellow Psy gang, I was talking to Russell in the Explorer, who had the full Slaps audio build. He has 2 of their Oblivion 15s powered by their Shock 8K. For the mids and highs, he had 2 Shock 2K 4 channels, but he only had the 1 wired up that day. Anyway though, moving on.
Hey, what are you gonna do with 9 holes on your inboard?
The last car we're gonna check out is actually one that we checked out in the Bass Wars video.
How long have you been bumping them? I put it in yesterday.
Which again, if you haven't checked out the Bass Wars video, you should go check that one out. There's a link in the description for it. we're seeing it again this time just because he came and grabbed me for a demo, and obviously I'm not gonna turn down the demo. We're gonna check out Gunny Laz from Team Space for bass. He's got the Yukon with the Sundown NSV6 18s. We had him powered by a Ruthless 8.5K, which he has since changed, but in this video, as you're seeing it, he had the Ruthless 8.5K power on. And this thing's crazy. He has 4-gauge speaker wire. Like, that's just so ridiculous. I just did an install on a Monte Carlo that used 4-gauge power wire for the amp that was powering the speakers and the sub. This dude has 4-gauge for the speaker wire for the sub. So nasty, just nasty, just feeding him just all the juice. And the first thing that I noticed when I hopped in, it was actually different from last time he gave me a demo, which was at Bass Wars, was that he had the rear fills that looked exactly like studio monitors. So he had some Scar 6.5s and DS18 tweets that like made up the rear fills, but he had them like in the exact shape and pretty much in the same angle and all that you would have studio monitors, like the speakers in a studio. And the funny thing is that me and Victor were literally talking about some rear fills for my car when he rolled up on us and asked if we wanted a demo.
We were literally talking about rear field just now.
Seeing that he had rear fills and seeing that they were in the shape of studio monitors, which is like what I went to school for and kind of like what I do for a living, it was like the universe was like hint, hint, you know what I mean? So I've seen that in a couple other builds, and I feel like that might be something that my build would benefit from. But anyway, that was the Team San Diego Bass Heads February bass meet. And with all that said, that's pretty much all I got for this one. So I'll see the bad news first. Skirt!